to the channel Physics by IITians, where we learn physics, understand physics to crack examinations and interviews. Today we shall discuss the topic hyperfine structure of spectral lines. Now, from the term hyperfine, you can assume or you can understand that the hyperfine means something which is finer than more fine, okay, or hyperfine. So what is the hyperfine structure of spectral lines? We will study. We have already seen that whenever there is one spectral line under observation, we observe it with a high resolution spectroscope, we get the one single component is not actually one, rather it is consisting of several components, or it is consisting of different lines. And now if this spectral lines that are these are called the fine structure of the spectral lines, or fine splitting of the spectral lines. Now these fine structures, if they are also observed with the highest possible resolution spectroscopy or spectrometer, then we find out that this one component is actually not one, rather it is consisting of several components. So these are called the hyperfine spectral lines. So suppose we take an example of hydrogen atom. So hydrogen atom, we get n equals to 1, 2, 3. These are the different levels, okay, different quantum numbers or principal quantum numbers. Now this is the Bohr line, where Bohr just quantize the levels, okay. Now the Dirac line, or you can find see it as a fine structure. So after studying the fine structure component, we get from one single line we can get different spectral lines, okay. And now these are the lamp shift line. The lamp shift lines are arising due to the n and j values are same but l values are different. These are giving us the lamp shift. All these are already discussed in our previous lecture series. So this is the hyperfine structure. Look here, observe it carefully, that one single line here, each of the single line here is also consist of different several lines, okay. This one line is actually not one, it is consisting of different lines, and this is the hyperfine structure, okay. So now we will understand, or we will define what is hyperfine structure. So in atomic physics, hyperfine structure is defined by small shifts and splittings in the energy levels of atoms, molecules, ions due to interaction between the state of the nucleus and the state of the electron clouds, okay. That is much more important thing, that the interaction is happening between nucleus and the electrons. Now we will understand that who discovered hyperfine structure. Hyperfine structure, this optical hyperfine structure, was observed in 1881 by Albert Abraham Michelson, okay. And then Wolfgang Pauli then they proposed the existence of small nuclear magnetic moment in 1924, okay, because at that moment he cannot explain that thing. Then in 1935, H. Schuler and Theodore Smith also proposed the existence of a nuclear quadrupole moment in order to explain this hyperfine structure. So Pauli include the nuclear magnetic moment, and Smith and Schuler include the quadrupole moment to the nuclear structure. That is basically it is the interaction of the nucleus with the electrons, okay. Now we will understand that hyperfine structure can be of two types. One is due to the presence of different isotopic species, because the energy levels of the isotopes are slightly displaced related to each other, so they produce spectral transitions at slightly different wave numbers, okay. This is due to the presence of the isotope. So deuteron, existence of deuteron also discovered by this fine structure splitting, okay, after studying this structure splittings, okay. Now this, and another word, that there are also another type, and this is due to the spin angular momentum of the charged nucleus, okay. How is it so? Because since the nucleus is charged, because it has protons, okay. Now it has associated magnetic dipole moment, an interaction between the internal magnetic field produced by the orbital motion of the electrons in the atom plus the spin magnetic dipole moment of the nucleus causes a hyperfine splitting. So electron is revolving around nucleus and nucleus also is spinning. So the magnetic moment of the nucleus and the electric orbital motion, from the orbital motion the electric magnetic moment, electrons magnetic moment, they both will interact and they give some consequences. So the interaction will be the hyperfine interaction is responsible for the hyperfine splitting. So now I have told you these are much smaller lines compared to the fine structure. Why is it so? Because the nuclear magnetic dipole moments are smaller than the electronic magnetic dipole moments. Okay. So let us find out the quantity, that how much it is smaller. Suppose intrinsic spin angular momentum of the nucleus is I. So associated magnetic dipole moment is mu I. So I can be written as quantum mechanically, that's I equals to root over I into I plus 1 h cross, where I is the nuclear spin quantum number. So now we already know that L, S, J all are quantized. So I is also quantized. And the quantization rule, yes, you are right. The quantization rule is Iz equals to Mi into H cross. Okay. Where we are thinking that B or magnetic field is along Z direction. Okay. Now this Mi can take values from plus I to minus I. So the motion of the nuclear protons produce a magnetic moment mu I, okay, and this mu I will be proportional to I, and this will become mu I equals to Gi into E by twice Mp into I. This Gi is the nuclear G factor. So you can get an analogy between the electron's magnetic moment due to its orbital motion, due to its spin motion. So here we are finding out the magnetic moment of the nucleus, okay, or of the nuclear protons. So mu I will we get that mu I equals to Gi into E by twice Mp into root over I into I plus 1 H cross, or we can write it as Gi into E H cross by twice Mp into root over I into I plus 1, where E H cross by twice Mp is known as nuclear magneton. Earlier we defined a quantity Bohr magneton, that is for electrons, and where this Mp was Me. So we get as mu B, and this is E H cross by twice Me. Now we all know that Mp equals to much more heavier than Me. Mass of proton is much more larger than mass of electron, that is 136 times. So mu I should be 136 times smaller than the Bohr magneton. So the magnetic moment due to the nucleus is much, or due to the protons are much more smaller than the magnetic moments due to the electrons. That's why the interaction between the magnetic moment of the nucleus with the magnetic moment of the electron are much smaller. That's why we get hyperfine splitting, that is these energies are much more smaller, so mu I is much smaller, so the interaction, that is E, will be much smaller, and the interaction E much smaller cause much smaller energy levels delta E. So we find much smaller spacing between the spectral lines, nu bar. So you have to understand the things, okay. So now apply your vector atomic model. What will happen? That F, that is resultant angular momentum, we will get that sum over three things. Earlier it was sum over L and S, that is orbital angular momentum and the spin angular momentum of the electrons. This time we will also include the nuclear spin. So L plus S plus I, that is J plus I, okay, and these are the coupling, okay. Earlier J and L couple, L and S couple to give you J value. Now J and I couple together to give you F value, and this F will precess around the external magnetic field, okay, and this magnetic field can be generated with the orbital motion of the electron. Now we define this F value, that is F equals to J plus 1. This will define as the hyperfine splitting quantum number F, and F is J plus I to mod of J minus I value, Okay, so now f has 2j plus 1 value if I is greater than j, and f has 2i plus 1 value if I is less than j. The smaller will be here, the smaller quantity will be here. Okay, now what will be the interaction energy? We are taking it very simple way, that interaction energy should be the ij interaction, that is nuclear spin, and the nuclear angular momentum and the electron's angular momentum. And this term we can write as, when we include I and j, we can write this way. Okay, now hyperfine structure we consider for same I value and same j value, only the f value will be different. Okay, that is, this hyperfine structure quantum number f will be different. Okay, and we get that hyperfine energy delta E equals to A prime into F plus 1, where A prime is a constant. And what will be the selection rule? Selection rule will be delta F equals to 0 plus minus 1, but F equals to 0 to 0 is not allowed. Okay, now we'll understand, we have earlier shown that the atomic hyperfine structure. Now what will be, these are already, we have shown that mu I equals to gi into mu n into I. Okay, and the Hamiltonian will be disturbed and perturbed, and the perturbation in the Hamiltonian within an external magnetic field will become minus mu I dot b. So the calculations are similar to the earlier which we consider for the electrons. So perturbation in the energy will give you the different spectra energy levels, and these different energy levels will cause for different splittings, and we get hyperfine splitting. So this is the schematic illustration of fine and hyperfine structure in a neutral hydrogen atom. So n is 1 level, n equals to 2 level, so j is half, j can be splitted in half and 3 by 2 for p level. These are the fine structure splitting. And now this nucleus, the hydrogen atom nucleus, have I, that is the nuclear spin is I equals to half. So this j and I can couple to give you the f value. So f can be from I plus j to I minus j. So half plus half, that is 0, and sorry, half minus half is 0, and half plus half, that is 1. So similar with this, and also j equals to 3 by 2 to half. So half plus 3 by 2 will get 2, and 3 by 2 minus half we get 1. Okay, so these are the hyperstructure fine structure splitting. Now for the hyperfine transition, okay, what will be the value for the hydrogen atom? The hyperfine structure gives the 21 centimeter line observed in the hydrogen regions in the interstellar medium. Okay, so this hyperfine structure of hydrogen is much more important, because whenever you are observing, okay, observing the interstellar medium, we get that this hyperfine structure, due to the presence of the hydrogen atom, we get a hyperfine structure of 21 centimeter line. Okay, and this considered, the two scientists considered this hyperfine transition of a hydrogen to be a sufficiently universal phenomena, so as to be to the used as a base unit of time and length. Okay, so our universe is full of interstellar mediums are full of hydrogen atoms, and if we spectroscopically, if we observe the fields, we get different spectral lines. Okay, from that different spectral lines, we find out the presence of the different elements. So in Mars, how do you find out what are the elements in the soil of Mars? How do you find out, okay, there is an interstellar medium and this is consisting of these elements? These are all spectroscopy. They actually, they learn, they study the spectroscopic lines, the spectral lines, and from that lines they decide that the energy levels, and from that energy levels they find out or identify the molecules, gases, atoms, the different elements that are which this medium is consisting of or composed of. Okay, these are the real applications of spectroscopy. Now atomic case, the explanation was much more simpler, but for the molecular hyperfine structure, you have to also include some more things, like the nuclear spin interaction, like the nuclear spin rotations. Okay, like so we will see the sodium D1 D2 lines hyperfine splitting. So the D1 D2 line, we all know that this is D1 line is the 2p half to 2s half, and D2 line is the 2p 3 by 2 to 2s half. Now we see here the hyperfine structure of the component of D2 line. Okay, so here I equals to 3 by 2. Now 2p 3 by 2 can be splitted into 3 to 1 0 line, and 2s half can be splitted into 2 1 line, 2 1 different energy levels, not lines, sorry, these are the energy levels, and the lines are occurring due to the transition between the levels. Okay, so this and the selection rule is obviously delta F equals to 0 plus minus 1. Hopefully you can understand the certain things about what is hyperfine splitting, how to calculate the terms. You have to find out J value, you have to find out I value, then you find out F value equals to J plus I to mod of J minus I, then you calculate the different term values, okay, the different energy levels, then you make the transition with the allowed transition rule delta F equals to 0 plus minus 1. Okay friends, today we discussed about hyperfine structure. If you find this video helpful, please share with your friends. If you find our efforts useful, you can contribute us by paying any amount given in the description below. The link has been given. And also please like the channel, like the video so that it should be recommended, and also the video can reach to several students who need this help. And please share this video to your friends. Thank you.